Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. Today I have here a handful of what I think to be agate nodules. Excited to see what they look like inside, so I thought I'd go ahead and cut them open. But I'll go ahead and get started. Alright, first up is going to be this one. I think I see a fracture line running through it, so I'm going to try to cut along that. Alright, well, bits of it seem to be a little easier to cut through, so I think there might be some quartz in here. Well, let's see what it looks like. Eh, well, I have to say it's not necessarily the prettiest. But we got a few more to try out, so I'll go ahead and move on. Alright, I'll go with this one next. Might be similar to the last one, we'll have to cut it to see. Alright, this one was a little hard to cut. Well, definitely nicer. Now, let's see if I can get the sun better. Well, it's definitely nicer than the first one. Do have that large fracture running through the middle. Kind of neat. Alright, next one up. It's another small one. Looks a bit carnelian. I think, yeah, even though I want to try to cut it this way, I don't think it would work out because it's quite thin there. So I think I'm going to cut it right along that way. Alright, not too hard to cut open because it's on the thin side. See what it looks like. And another one. Not sure where these quite came from, but they do remind me a bit of the Montana agates. Maybe not quite as hard as those ones. But, alright, on to the next one. Alright, next one up is this one, and I think it is a moss agate. And I'm thinking I'm going to cut it along here on lengthwise, but that's going to be, I think, a little challenging. But we'll give it a try. Alright, well, parts of it were definitely harder than the other parts. I'm not quite sure if it's even agate, but it is. So can I get some sunlight on it? Yeah. Let's move this to get some sunlight. There we go. Yep, definitely a moss agate. Oh, nice. I'm happy I cut it this way. Not too bad. All right, well, I have one left. So let's bring that one up. So this kind of looks like a double. And I'm definitely going to want to try to cut it so I can expose both of them. Something like that. All right, let's see how this one turned out. All right, that one's pretty cool. Got some water line and then some moss down below. Definitely a nicer one. All right, well, here they are cut open. I will say that these smaller ones I don't think turned out as nice as I was hoping. But as far as the larger two, definitely like how they turned out. But if you liked what you've seen, please like and share. And if you want to, feel free to subscribe. Thank you and have a good day. Bye.